Welcome back, guys, to the Irish Hunting Podcast. Today we're just going to be discussing in particular fox hunting setups. So over the last couple of weeks we've got loads of messages in terms of what setups we're using, what we change, what we keep, and so on. So as you probably know, setups constantly change as you evolve, as your hunting evolves, as your wallet evolves, either up or down. So today I just have a quick setup here demonstrating my setup. Over the next couple of videos we'll be discussing Brennies, the differences between both. We're not saying either are right or wrong, or one is better than the other. We're just saying that this is what we find works for us at the minute. And then obviously as things change or evolve, we'll be adding things on or maybe slightly tweaking stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you along a little bit in that journey. So quite quickly, this is my setup on most nights when I go out. So you'll probably see here there's a few bits on the table. This is not an every night job, but if it's a spy point LM2, so it's a trail cam. So if in certain areas where I suppose you find it quite difficult to find out the problem areas where the foxes, they tend to use, as we know, pretty much the same runs. So if there's a fox given a little bit of problem to, say, a chicken coop for argument's sake, you can set this up, find out where he's coming in and out, and then you can plan your line of attack after that. So we'll be doing a review on this over the next couple of weeks anyway. But for now, that's the one I use. I find it very good. Good memory, good connectability to the phone, etc. So it gives me just a little bit more insight into how the fox is working and how I'm going to plan my attack. Next up is head torch. Never go out without one. I use the Sniper Hog head torch. There's, again, you can get different color pills. These are all interchangeable, so you'll see on as I progress here, the pills in this are interchangeable with my normal torch, or my torch for the scope. Takes 18650 batteries. The Sniper Hog batteries that come with this are very, very good. I think 4 or 5 hours continuous usage. It's dimmable, focusable. I did a review on it before, so yeah, for either for spotting or for retrieving, very, very good. Knife. This is a Frano tool knife. I don't use this for foxing, but I have a buck knife which I couldn't find, but it was just to remind me knife for the tails. We collect the tails here for the gun club for tracking numbers, etc. So yeah, never leave home without it. Sharpener. Always bring a sharpener with me. I have it. That's a little Smith's sharpener, a little ceramic, and then a coarser one there, and then a fine one for the serrated and so on. But that's a handy little piece of kit to have, and you'll find that in my deer hunting kit on the next video as well. Leatherman. It's always strapped to me. Always strapped to me. Multi-tool. Whether it's deer hunting, fox hunting, even out pheasant hunting, game shooting. I always bring this with me because I've come across sheep before who are intertwined in brambles and so on and so forth. I've been able to free them. I've been out in my quad retrieving a deer, and I was a petrol leak on the quad. I was able to temporarily fix it with that. So yeah, never leave home without it. Collars. I run a couple of different collars. So on any particular night I'll bring out one of these little squeakers. Couple of little squeakers there. They're the dog down fox collars. A guy over in England manufactures them and kindly sent me a set. I won a competition way back. Never leave home without them. I find different times of the year, different collars work better, and I'll always have just a standard mouth collar. This is a Wild Hunter one, I think. Yeah, a Wild Hunter. Very, very cheap. I hang it around my neck, and what I find is, just when I finish with the hand calls, if a fox is kind of starting to sneak in, maybe trying to win me, I'll go up on the gun and I have this in my mouth, so I don't have to work back to a hand call. So I find that very, very beneficial. And again, it just gives an alternative call if one of the others is not working on a particular night. 18650 battery, you'll see why now in a second. For my torch, I always bring 1 or 2 spares in the pocket in case I've had a overly successful night, or maybe an unsuccessful night that I'm trying to elongate. The thermal, I used the pulsar. It's the XP50, this particular model. It's the LRF model. I'll be doing a review on this over the next couple of weeks anyway. I'm just catching up in terms of a little bit of data, a little bit of filming and so on and so forth, so I can do a proper review. Fantastic piece of kit. This is obviously a high-end piece of kit. There are various different models out there. I'd say get them in your hand. I used a lanyard on this, as you probably see, because I like just the last minute, just double checking that I have a proper backstop. There's nothing behind my fox, nothing after wandering in. I'll just give it a last check to be sure. You can never be too sure. So yeah, that's why I like the lanyard. It's nice and easy to access, rather than that there's a pouch that comes with it. I just prefer this because I can quickly just drop and I'm back on my trigger. So that's the handheld thermal spotter. Moving on then quite quickly, and I just demonstrate here. I have the Sniper Hog 66 LRX torch. So this is interchangeable again with the pills that are in the, when I say pills, the bulbs essentially that's in this are interchangeable here, and you can get different heads. This is the 66. You can get, I think, 50 or 35, so different size heads, and then that's obviously focusable, so you can short beam or wide beam, and then all different color pills. So you can get infrared, you can get white pill, red pill, which the guys are kindly sending me over from Sniper Hog, a red pill that I'm going to be testing out over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully bring it to Hungary with me then when we're back over there in the autumn. I also, you can see here, there's a little mount on this. It's an Alex Lebekis adjustable mount, and that quite efficiently fits onto my scope very quickly. Quick attach, and then that's all adjustable, so up and down and left and right, or left and right and up and down. So again, if you're getting a little bit of glare off your mod, you can adjust that up and down or tail it left and right slightly. Very beneficial. And again, you can utilize your focus beam then to give a wider beam or a smaller beam. Then onto the scope, you'll probably see here, it's the Digex C50 from Pulsar. I've done a review on this before. I will have to do an updated review because they're after releasing a very cool app. It's a ballistics app. So I have this set up with 3 different profiles. One for the Hornady varmint 93 grain, very good flat round, doesn't leave too many things running after being hit. Some people probably say that's a bit overkill for foxes. I say you can never be too dead. So yeah, that's I find that very good round. So I have profile 1 set with the varmint. I have it 0 to 100 yards and a 200 yards. From now on, I don't need to do that. I need 0 to 100, and after that, the ballistics app, once I enter the data from this into the application, it'll automatically, there's a quick function on the scope that you can set your distance 250 meters, and it'll automatically adjust your 0. So once you enter in your 250 meters, once you've range find at 250 meters, punch in 250, and you're straight on. So you don't, previously what you had to do is set up different profiles for different ranges, and then you had to access it and click into it. So you had to be set up for 200 meters, 250 meters, or quickly adjust. Whereas now I don't have to do that anymore. So as I said, profile 1 I have varmint, profile 2 I have 143 grain Hornady ELDX, and the benefit of that is I can, if I'm ever run out of ammo on 93 grain, I can utilize the 143 grain, or the 95 grain. I can use the 143 grain if I need to take care of a problem fox some night and I don't have ammunition. So I've just done that. And then the third profile, which we'll be discussing in the next video, is my 2.2. So I've a profile set up for I think it's 50 yards on the 2.2. So again, if I'm out doing rabbits, I can run this on both my 2.2 and a 6 and the Bergara, utilizing the inner mount system, which I'm going to demonstrate. I have demonstrated in a previous video, so I don't need to re-zero. This holds zero quite quickly. This always gets me when I'm doing the video, which you'll probably see here. You just have to make sure you're in the right, and that's not in the right one. There we go. And that's as quickly as that, and I am back on bang on zero again without having to re-zero the scope, and I can switch between that and my vortex for my deer hunting rig, which I'll be discussing in the next video. So now we're set up, we're on our gun. This is the main man, Bergara 6.5 thumb hole windowless. I've done a previous video on this in terms of the spec of the gun and so on and so forth. I run it with the Spartan bipod. It's a quick attach. All my kit is kind of interchangeable, so I have, as you'll probably see in my next video, the Davros head capable of taking that on my 2.2 as well. So I can bring that with my 2.2 and this gun. So I have one bipod, does the two guns, and I find that fantastic, because you don't have to have two bipods, and if you're looking for a good bipod, you're probably going to pay, I don't know, for a decent lightweight one anyway, over 100 quid, whereas I can run that one on multiple guns. And then obviously I have the Primos trigger stick Gen 3, and quite quickly, that's me. I can let that rest like so. So when I'm out scoping, I don't have to hold the gun. That'll take care of itself. I don't like the pressure it's putting on the trigger, so I don't do it too often. But just for the couple of seconds that I need, I find it's fine. So that's my fox hunting setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll discuss the deer hunting setup in some of the next videos, and then we'll be moving on to Brenny setup. So yeah, hope you enjoy it and tune in for the next one. Talk to you soon, guys.